So today I want to talk about knowledge, right? Knowledge is something that could really get overlooked. I think knowledge is one of the best things that could happen for us, right? Let me explain, because the more knowledge you have, the better you could do in your chosen career, the better you could do in your personal life, the better you could take care of your physical health, take care of your mental health, have a long lasting relationship. You get what I'm saying? And so, because over the recently, over the last few months and stuff, I read a lot now. Like, I read a lot of books, I read a lot on the internet. Like I even watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos because I love learning. Like I love sitting down reading a book without being distracted because every day I learn so much. I'm like, oh, I never thought about that. Oh, I never seen it like that, right? So when you get obsessed with learning, it's like you not only not only is it good for for you to gain more knowledge, but also too you putting your brain to work. And on top of that too, it helping you grow to be the person that you always wanted to be, right? What if I tell you that if you sacrifice 20 to 30 minutes every day, at least 20 to 30 minutes every day, to read, it will help you grow so much, right? Because when I first got into my self improvement journey, I went to seek knowledge, right? I found things that could help me grow. So I sat down and I learned about it. And the more I learn, the more I grow as a person, right? So now I think about it because when I was younger, right, I didn't have much knowledge on anything. So especially when I was in elementary, middle school, I was always getting in trouble in school. I was always getting suspended. I was always getting in fights. I was just always doing something I'm not supposed to do. And it was because I was a bad kid. It's just simply because I didn't understand right from wrong, right? And not even having a victim mindset, right? It's like no one ever told me to take school serious, right? No one ever told me why it's important to stay out of trouble or why it's important to not have any records any day, right? Because the truth is though, right? A lot of other people don't understand that once you develop a record and with the jail and stuff like that, it's gonna be kind of hard to get into what you really want to do if you got a record unless you built something on your own, right? Because post graduation, when I went to become a sports coach and stuff, I had to do a fingerprint and everything. You know, we do a fingerprint, they pull up your history and stuff. Good thing I don't have no jail record. You know, and I don't have yeah, you know what I'm saying? I have no jail record, nothing underneath my name, but there are people out that's like that, that screwed their whole life up, and they're like, man, like if I go back in time, I never did that because they now got this knowledge, understanding what's right from wrong, and they could also get that same knowledge to someone else, so the next person could avoid going through what they've been through, so the next person don't have to go through that, right? So just imagine this. So I grew up with friends whose parents was really hard on them with school, like at least a 3.5 GPA, like predominantly A's. I know people who parents will punish them if they get a B, right? A B. I would be happy to get a B growing up. So I mean, me and a few of my close friends was talking, right? And we both talked about how for all of us growing up, none of us ever brought a report card home. You know what I'm saying? Like none of us never ever brought a report card home. So it got me thinking, like, dang, because we all had like a 2 point something GPA, right? And we got friends that grow up with 3.7s or 4.0. I see people in college still got 4.0s or 3.7s and stuff. And that because since a very young age, the parents put in their head the importance of having knowledge, the importance of knowledge and like why they gotta do good in school. Because when they do good in school, if you plan on going if you want to go to college, right? Like you know what I'm saying, you plan on going to college, the higher your GPA, the better chance you gotta get accepted into schools, the better chances of you having more academic money, and less chances you have to pay student loans and they got the school, right? But some people don't understand that. They just think you just do whatever. You gotta take certain kind of classes too. You get what I'm saying? And I remember my junior year, it hit me because I sat down my academic advisor. He was like, "Hey, I need you to take this, and this, and this class." I even had to take online classes so I could take the right classes so I can have college core classes and stuff like that. Because I know nothing about that because I'm the first person in my family to graduate from university. So since nobody else in my family graduated from university, how would they equip me with the knowledge that I need so I can go to university and I could graduate from university? And I know and I understand everything that is going on in university, right? So now, due to my experience in the university, right, I can now help my little brother. I can also help friends in the future. I can also help athletes of mine in the future, students of mine in the future, because I've been through it. Since I've been through it, I got the first hand experience that helped me gain the knowledge I need, so I can help those do better than what I did. Because one day for me, I already plan on going really hard academically on my athletes. Check on their grades weekly, monthly reports, weekly reports, daily, making sure they got any bad grades, talking to their teachers, talking to them on a daily basis. Like, hey, what you doing to get that grade up? Because I understand the importance of grades. I understand the importance of it all because I had to learn the hard way, right? So you look at different areas of your life too. Let's talk about relationships, right? So let's just say you and your girlfriend got a problem, right? And y'all can't fix it. Y'all just keep bumping heads on it, right? Then let's say y'all both decide y'all want to make this relationship work. So y'all both sit down together, right? Y'all both sit down together and talk about what can we do to fix this because I don't want to lose you, you don't want to lose me, right? So y'all go do some research to go get the knowledge, right? Keyword knowledge, so y'all can work on this relationship, so y'all can fix the problem. So y'all go seek out the help y'all need. You know, you could go talk to a trusted family or friend, right? You could go to the internet, go to YouTube. Some people maybe TikTok sometimes, right? Instagram, Facebook. It just all depends what's best for y'all, right? So y'all go find this research, and it's like, oh, so that's what I've been doing wrong this whole time. Then y'all both learn together, like y'all both learn what is the problem in y'all relationship, right? So y'all fix that, y'all have a great relationship, right? Getting the knowledge that you need could separate you from having a divorce, could separate you from having a 5 year relationship that end, could separate you from getting cheated on, could separate you from cheating, could separate your partner not just being a friend, but being the best friend you ever had, right? From knowledge, because okay, when you get that knowledge, you understand how to build that baseline, that foundation for a healthy relationship. You understand like what you need to do to have this relationship heading in the right direction always. You get what I'm saying? But we can't do that if we're not trying to seek knowledge, right? Because I met people that say, "Ew, I would never read a book." Because I remember one time, right? I was like, I've been reading one of the best things for us, and people side eyeing me. I'm like, what do you mean you side eyeing me because I said reading books was the best thing to happen? You won't know until you pick up a book and you read through that book and you get a whole bunch of knowledge from the first 15 pages that you never had in your whole life. And those first 15 pages could change your whole life. And you can have a whole new life that you never thought you had, all because you want to seek that knowledge. When people go make connections and build a relationship with others, they learn from each other, right? Like they help each other in areas, right? That they was lacking in. Because I like to reach out to people and be like, hey, can you give me an answer for this? Can you give me an answer for that? Can you help me with this situation? Right? Think about it, right? If you want to be in a position of leadership and be a role model and you can't get nobody no knowledge, no wisdom, what kind of leadership and role model are you? You're not leading by example. Not only not you not leading by example, because when you lead by example, you did the work, you gain the knowledge that you need, so you can lead by example, so you can be a good leader, so you can be a good role model. Not only that, you don't have the knowledge to give to somebody, so they could be a good role model, good leadership one day, right? That's why it's good to have a. That's why it's great to have a. That's why it's great to have a actual good sports coach because a good sports coach will give you the knowledge that you need to be a better athlete. It's good to have a good teacher because the teacher should have the knowledge to help you be a better student. You have a mentor because a mentor is supposed to give you the knowledge so you can improve your life, right? Hey, my right. If you want to make more money in your career field, get more knowledge around what you want to do because the more knowledge you got, the more you can help other people. The more you can help other people, the more money you can make. You can start a social media, make money online from gaining knowledge, right? So why would someone not want to go out there and get knowledge when knowledge can improve all areas of your life? If you want to improve your appearance, you go get knowledge on that. You want to improve your physical health, get knowledge on that. You improve your mental health, you want to you can get knowledge on that. Your love life, get knowledge on that. If you're an athlete, you want to be better in your sport, you could get knowledge on that. If you want to learn how to improve your sleep, you get knowledge on that. You want to know like what kind of foods you should eat and stuff like that. You could get knowledge on that. But you got to put the work in to get this knowledge. That means reading books, doing research online, doing what you need to do to grow. So we gotta drop the ego and be like, I ain't reading. I'm not asking nobody for help. I'm not asking nobody for advice. Drop the ego and do what you need to do, right? But yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned for many more videos to come. And before I end this YouTube video, I just want to say, trust me, right? If that's something that you don't know much about, but you want to learn about it, open up a book and see how satisfied you get, right? You'll be 30 pages in, you'll be like, wow, this is so crazy. I never thought about it like this. Just reading that first book could honestly change your life a lot. That happened to me. So now I read all the time. So why can't be you? Because the more you read, the more confidence you gain in yourself because you're improving your knowledge. When you improve your knowledge, you can improve your social skills. But yeah, like I hope that we have more people go out here and see the knowledge that they need. And stay tuned for many more YouTube videos to come. I'm out. Peace.